Welcome back to the channel. We're doing this one, book 3 from the Wheel of Time, Robert Jordan's Wheel of Time. It's the Dragon Reborn, and actually I had this one. I've had it read for a little while. I'm just getting to do the video now. I'm already probably about 650 pages into The Shadow Rising, which is book 4, which I'll be coming up. But as always, like, subscribe, press those buttons, and turn on notifications so you know when the new videos come up. Now, going into the review for this book, I have to say that this book, as long as it was 688 pages or so, it did keep my attention throughout the whole thing. There was really no downtime really in the book. There's always something going on, and the really cool thing with the way Robert Jordan does this is when he names the chapters, they all the chapters do come together under in for that name. He doesn't just pick a random title and say, okay, this is going to be the chapter title. It actually ends up being about a certain location or a certain event or a certain person or something. Even if it takes a little while for that chapter to get there, it does get there. So that I like the way he does that. It can give you a little bit of a cheat. You can look at the table of contents and kind of say, okay, here's some things that might be going on or what I can expect, though, sometimes he'll throw that curveball in there at you too. The one thing that I guess the one character that I wasn't really liking a whole lot, and he does redeem himself at the end, but is Matthew Cautan, the dice player, the gambler, the luckster, basically. And he's got this whole view throughout the Dragon Reborn that he's basically just, doing this for, he wants out. He doesn't want to be part of the three anymore. And he starts to become selfish. And he's like, the only people I'm going to help is the people that can pay me. And like I say, he does redeem himself at the end. I'm not going to tell you how, but he does. But that was the thing I probably wrestled with the most out of this book was his character. Rand is really hardly in it. So it's kind of weird that it's called The Dragon Reborn, and he's not, he's hardly in it until mainly at the end. But main characters, again, with the way that they progress, again, I like the way Nynaeve it progresses. Egwene, a little bit. I think Perrin kind of is coming along pretty good. Moraine and Lan, they were sort of a backseat in the Dragon Reborn as well. So interesting. And Min is really just in the opening chapter, and that's really about it. But the one thing that I really, 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 really like about this is the way that all the journeys, all the characters' plots and their storyline all converge into one area, one city, one area within that city. And that, it takes a while to get there, but when it does get there, I mean, there are battles and things that happen that are kind of exciting throughout the book. But once you get to, that main battle and, the Aiel come and storm the stone, it really, really starts to go. And, again, it's like reading, The Two Towers or The Return of the King, the way Tolkien could describe a battle and really grip you within that battle. Robert Jordan's able to do that too. So, yeah, this book wasn't as long. I mean, I know the one I'm doing right now, The Shadow Rising, is about 1,000 pages. That one will be coming soon because I've already started it. Like I said, I'm already about 650 pages in. Like I said, I've had this one done for a while. I've just kind of been putting the review, the chat off. But I decided I'll finally get it done. I don't want to start falling behind. That's what I did last year, and I don't want to do another repeat of last year. So this book for me gets a 5-star good reads review. I think it is a good book. So far, the series as a whole, I know I said I'm going to wait until the end of the series to review the whole thing, but so far I'm liking it. It's long, and I have read reviews where it's like, oh, I picked up this book and it just reminds me that I only got like 9 more really long books to go. Well, if that's your view on it, then just don't even pick them up. Just don't read it. I mean, if your view is just that oh, this series is so long, I'm never going to get through it. Well, then don't read it. You should be reading it because you want to see what's going to happen, regardless of how long it is. I mean, I haven't heard anybody complain of Game of Thrones being, over 1,000 pages per book, pretty much. Even though, yeah, it's only 5 or 6 books at this point, but still, I haven't heard anybody really complaining about how long those books are. So why are we complaining about these? Yeah, 14 books. It's a lot, but and a prequel, and then a sort of the world after. Um, so yeah, there's a lot there, but at the same time, it's just you know, if you're going to read it, it's because you want to read it, not because you feel like you have to. If you feel like it's too long and I just can't do it, and it just reminds me of there's so many, there's just so many of them and so long. When am I ever going to get done? Then just don't go to the next series. I mean, fantasy books are long. Some fantasy series are long. So it's just the way it is. But for me, I'm liking it. I'm digging it so far. I really good. I love the writing style. It's very simple. I've heard some people comment about some of like the vocabulary or the wording Robert Jordan uses. He did write some different things like dance critique in that. So I mean, he does have a bit of a more of a vocabulary. It's not just a fantasy writer. So I mean, he's got a little bit more than what maybe other authors might have and might use. But and the other character that I really still like is Loyal, the Ogier. I'm hoping I'm saying it right. Is Loyal. Um, Even though I mean I'm not like super big at like an Ogier, but you know, I I relate to him the most because he's always got a book with him, and that's like me. I've always got a book with me. Um, so I really like his character too, and the way his character is progressing, and how we're learning more about the Ogiers and the Ogier culture, and inside the settings in that. So you get a little bit more of that here in the Dragon Reborn as well. But yeah, good 5 stars on Goodreads. I recommend it. Again, read them in order though. This was book 3. If you count prequel, it's the 4th. But it's book 3, and yeah, I enjoy it. And any book YouTubers out there, if you want to do some kind of collaboration video where we talk about a book or a series or a genre or whatever, I'm always up for that. That's something that I would love to do. I love to talk books and genres and all of that stuff. So yeah, just let me know if that's something that you might want to do. I'm definitely interested. But as always, please like, subscribe, press the notification button so you know when a new video comes out. When you do those 3 things, it helps me out. Shows that you like, what I'm doing, that you're into book review, book chat channels, really. We got to keep YouTube literate, right? So with that being said, I'll see you next time. God bless, and until next time, bye-bye.